Greetings, Taurus, and welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here for the week. Happy first of the year, 111 energetic portal. This next week, rune reading is going to be huge as well. The 111 portal is this next week too. Right off the bat here this year, we are getting heavy into the manifesting energies of number 1. In your energetic path here, Taurus, the rune is Uruz, the ancient Aurochs, the ox rune. This is a lot of momentum, grounded energy. This is like your rune, Taurus. This is a lot of grounded, plowing ahead, forward momentum, kind of grounded earth energy is why I say it's your rune. This is one that most closely resembles you to, or mouth words. Breathe, Eric. Thank you. Momentum is like the aurochs, the ox is a large beast. Like when it goes down the hill, it gains more speed, right? You ever see a large beast running down the hill? It has a lot of momentum. So this is a lot like you, but this is also making sure that with that momentum, we're staying grounded and that every step forward is a healthy step because of that momentum. So this is a check-in also, or a call, or maybe an alert, or a blessing about health in your recent past, about the energies that we surround ourselves with as far as that goes with health, right? It's not just what we eat or drink that considers our diet. It's our emotional, mental, spiritual well-beings as well, right? With that, there's access to information about the quantum physics, about the energies that we surround ourselves with. The 5 energies we surround ourselves with, we become the most like. So you're realizing then, or being challenged or blessed with this realization of momentum here with these aspects of health, that what you give energy to is really, really taking on a lot of energy on its own. And with that, you want to make sure that your self-talk is healthy, you're grounded, right? And you are listening to good things, you are viewing good things, your self-talk is good, right? The way you talk to others and about others, the way you think, your social media habits, all of those things, right? You're not going to flip the bird at the driver that doesn't use their blinker, right? I'm looking at you out there, Taurus. Okay. In your now energy is Lagos. This is lake, sea, flow, water. This is dowsing with water, divining with water, ceremony with water. This is the divine feminine's healing rune. This is nicknamed that rune anyway because water has this beautiful primordial life-giving energy, and it has the intuitive ability to know how to keep providing and nurturing life. So a lot like the divine feminine here, the creativity, the intuition, and the continued nurturing here, the emotional balance and stability, grounding. Again, when the lines go straight down off the runes, is very grounded. Now, this line going down from Lagos is like a divine download almost. This is the aspect of that intuition as well, where it's still divinely guided information, right? And we're all divinely connected beings that have aspects of divine feminine and masculine within all of us. So you could be doing a lot of divine feminine healing work. You could be called for emotional stability. You could just be simply near a body of water right now, Taurus. Take what resonates here, please, and leave what doesn't. Let me know in the comments below also how this all resonates here for you. If you want a detailed reading one-on-one, I go a lot deeper into the runes here than these weekly readings. So this is important to know that we all have aspects of divine feminine and masculine within us. So you could be just accepting things more with flow rather than plowing ahead with that momentum. Accepting things with grace and adaptability and emotional fortitude, right? Emotional stability. You're staying grounded, right? And I think you're realizing here that maybe you just, instead of plowing ahead, you just kind of go with the flow. You know, you can feel like you kind of can coast a little bit right now. So Taurus, this is awesome. You have another earth energy here coming up. So earth, water, earth. This is Algi's, the elk. Divine defense, divine protection connection as well. Divinely guided with the line going straight up here. These tines as well here going up are the antlers of the elk. right? Still very grounded energy. This is like knowing that in the future, you have that increased sense of faith, awareness of that stability, that you know that you are divinely connected and divinely protected. You could maybe even in the near future, maybe just with this be called to be in your defense thereof, but know that the guarantee here with this here is that you are always divinely protected. You're divinely guided. You need to just be aware and stable in that aspect so you can continue with your flow. But this is, I see this in the outcome, or excuse me, yeah, in the outcome position or the near future position, outcome or near future. That August is then an increased sense of that faith. It's not more like brace the hatches and get ready for somebody to test you kind of thing, but still be prepared if that were to ever happen. You are still secure and divinely connected here. All right. Increased sense of faith, I think, in yourself, in your others, in your divinely guided path, in your state of flow, in your state of emotional and intuitive well-being. In your influence for the now. Yeah, so this is the god Tyr's rune, Tiwaz, is still very grounded energy, right? But this is that vector of victory, the arrow, sticking up for others, sticking up for yourself, sticking up for what you know is true, what you know is right. Now, depending on how you're responding to this, right? If you're reacting, you're going to be in a defensive posture here. If you are responding, though, I think you're going to be in this with that more adaptable sense of flow. You're not going to disrupt the flow when you are, proceeding in healthy ways. And you'll have that increased sense of that knowing that you're divinely protected and connected. Now, the god Tyr, this is, he's sacrificed his arm to stave off Ragnarok. So this is could be martyr type of energy. Could be challenged with your daily dedication. How are you showing up? What are you doing to work towards your goals, Taurus? Right? So this is maybe just a lot, maybe too much of that bullheadedness, and you're realizing here, maybe in my dedication and sticking up for what is right, I should surrender to flow more, which is beautiful and healthy if you are doing that. I just did Aries before. Taurus. So if you're doing that in divinely guided ways, you're not having the blinders on, you're so focused and alienating others, thus being a martyr in the process. You're showing up in healthy ways for yourself and for others. Like Libra, the sense of the scales, right? The built-in energy here is that sense of justice, the scales of justice, right? So what you know to be true and correct, which I think is why you're slowing down here and kind of checking in with yourself. And your intuition, I think, was kind of the trigger on that one. Maybe somebody else kind of brushed up against what you were doing. If this reading resonates, consider a private session to explore your path, your energy, and the guidance of the runes more deeply. Each comment, share, or subscription helps this work reach more seekers like you who are looking for clarity and growth. Thank you all for showing up, for engaging, and for honoring your journey. Together, we are strengthened in this circle of awakening. On the influence side here, let me know in the comments below. All right, so your rune for the advice for the now is an Awaz. Awaz is the world axis, the world tree is the world axis. So this is like, you can just tell the world tree, the ash tree, or yew tree, Y-E-W. Y-E-W. So it's the yew branch was made into bows. It was very flexible, very strong, very durable. It needed to be like the branches of the yew tree. It could flex a lot more than a lot of other branches when they would break. Okay, so this is calling you to balance out and be in the center of this axis, like the squirrel in the Norse pantheon, who balances out the information between the great condor at the top of the tree of life and the great serpent at the bottom. Master that energy, be flexible and durable. This is like head and heart balance. I like to see this as, I like to interpret it that way as well. The coherence of it. This is the grace and adaptability. This is you tapping into your divine feminine and letting it, gracefully flow how it needs to, because intuitively you're sticking up for it and you're in your dedication stance, and this will be your increased sense of faith. Okay, whatever's testing you right now, just be yourself, okay? But also be flexible, right? So when we are too flexible or not flexible enough, our branches can snap off, and we become this Isa, the negative aspect, which would be more like stuck, frozen, rigid, repeating life lessons. Okay. When we are flexible and we're flexing to our maximum and we're really mastering that, kind of, when you shorten that up, it looks like Soilo, the sun rune. So you get to see the sun on the other side. So this is beautiful to know that there is a sense of luck, a sense of natural success, abundance, authenticity that comes along with this, with your adaptability. You are not condoning other people's practices. You are simply keeping the peace. Okay? And I just bumped the camera big time. So we're going to continue with the rest of the reading that way. My apologies, but it does not affect where the runes are. I just checked. So we're going to get your rune for the energetic outcome here. That was divine saying, okay, stop rambling, Eric. Let's get into the outcome and finish up this one. Okay. This is Odin's rune for the outcome. Is something like the patch over Odin's eye. Not all readers use this rune. It's not even technically a rune because it has no markings on it. This is indicative of the patch that covers Odin's eye. So something that you already know or something that's hidden from you. Your outcome is hidden from you. I think this is hidden from you on purpose, because this is all about how you are showing up, how you are flexible. Are you reading this as intuition, or are you reading this as ego? Yeah. Are you being reactive or responsive? Yeah. Check in with those thoughts, Taurus, okay? And that'll paint this and this in a positive or negative way here in your outcome. So let's get a rune of clarity for that right away with a different rune set. Yeah, sense of stability. This is Othala. Othala, this is like your foundation, your legacy. This could be an enhanced sense of legacy. When you're doing this work, I really see you, in your foundation, really holding your own, right? Like really, really focusing and building and leaving a lasting legacy as a result. Now, this is why this was hidden from you, is because this can go either way, right? Are you just check in daily? Are you being responsive or reactive? Are my thoughts useful? How do I behave? Right? And then before you know it, you're going to have this increased sense of legacy up here, where this is something that, and this is all what you make of it, right? Are you leaving behind something transitory or perpetual? Transitory meaning something that'll last maybe 1 or 2 generations, something that's, going to be forgotten by the collective soon enough. Or is it going to be perpetual? Something like a spiritual practice or a paradigm where you are leading by example and leaving those impacts in positive ways in people's lives, where it will impact for the next 7 generations, like our indigenous relatives like to practice, okay? Now, if they don't see it as being healthy in the next 7 generations, they just simply won't adopt it, right? They won't move on it. That's holding a good foundation, a strong foundation, right? So what is transitory? Well, it's perpetual, Taurus. What are you working on, right? This is good just to kind of check in, slow down, right? That momentum like you have been, and really kind of tap in, go within and check in with yourself with that flexibility. Are you grounding yourself in healthy ways, or are you being stubborn, Taurus? Okay. Let's get a card of clarity from the Soul's Journey Oracle deck, and Divine has one flipped up for us immediately. Okay, thank you, Divine. Trust here says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Yeah, I think you're healing a lot of that intuition. Maybe something kind of grabbed you, and it's like maybe you were double guessing or second guessing yourself, or somebody challenging you. Maybe you're seeing something as, oh wait, that's not right. Right? Sticking up for what is correct, what is true, what is good, right? And then just moving forward. In this card, though, if I could find where the page is. Here we go. At the bottom it says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Now, Taurus, the earth can be a tricky place, but you have been given a tool to help you navigate through the murky waters. Your intuition. Yeah. You must learn to tell the difference between ego talk and soul talk, and then trust your soul. Once you get into the habit of following your intuition, you will come to practice that discernment externally. You'll also be able to know if a person or situation is trustworthy. But it all begins with listening to your inner voice. Exercise it like a muscle. When you determine that it is always right, that wisdom will spread out and influence everything that you do. Decisions will seem easier. Your soul only wants what's best for you, Taurus, and you must learn to trust it. Namaste. Have a blissed and abundant week.